Welcome back to B&B Spoilers channel, where today we dive deep into the tangled web of relationships and rivalries unfolding in the world of the bold and the beautiful. Prepare yourself for a roller coaster of emotions, as new confrontations ignite, alliances shift, and passions flare in unexpected ways. Let's explore the latest twists that will keep fans on the edge of their seats. Starting off with a dramatic showdown at Il Giardino, tensions between Sheila Sharp and Poppy Nozawa reach a boiling point. After Poppy delivers a shocking slap to Sheila, the atmosphere becomes electric with anticipation. Sheila, known for her fierce and unyielding nature, refuses to let this insult slide. In a moment charged with both fury and theatrical flair, she retaliates by grabbing a nearby dessert tray and smashing a cake right into Poppy's face. This act of revenge is not just about the cake, it's a symbolic gesture of Sheila's refusal to be humiliated. Given Sheila's notorious past, Poppy should consider herself lucky that the retaliation didn't escalate into something far more dangerous. However, this clash is far from over. Sheila's fiery spirit suggests that she may have even more ruthless tactics up her sleeve, promising a volatile rivalry that will continue to captivate viewers. This confrontation highlights the unpredictable nature of their relationship and sets the stage for further explosive encounters. Meanwhile, across town, the romantic landscape is equally fraught with tension and uncertainty. Ivy Forrester steps into the role of confidant and advisor to Electra Forrester, offering encouragement and optimistic predictions about Electra's budding relationship with Will Spencer. Ivy's support is a beacon of hope amid the chaos, suggesting that love might still find a way despite the obstacles. However, Will's interactions with Luna paint a starkly different picture. In a scene charged with vulnerability and rejection, Luna boldly strips down to her underwear in an attempt to rekindle passion with Will. Yet, Will's response is cold and unyielding. He delivers a harsh and unequivocal rejection, making it clear that any romantic or physical connection is off the table. His firm stance leaves no room for misunderstanding, signaling a definitive end to their entanglement, or so he hopes. Luna, however, is not one to accept defeat easily. Undeterred by Will's refusal, she vows to persist, promising to adjust her approach and continue pursuing him despite his resistance. This ongoing battle of wills between Luna and Will adds a complex layer to the narrative, exploring themes of desire, rejection, and determination. At the heart of the drama lies the unfolding saga at Forrester Creations, where Daphne Rose intensifies her campaign to win over Carter Walton. Daphne's strategy involves not only seduction but also a calculated effort to undermine Hope Logan, Carter's current love interest. She openly insults Hope, attempting to sway Carter's affections and convince him to move on. Unbeknownst to Daphne, Brooke Logan overhears these disparaging remarks, and her reaction is swift and fierce. Brooke's temper flares as she confronts Daphne, leading to a heated exchange that places Carter squarely in the middle of the conflict. This confrontation is more than just a clash of personalities, it represents the deep emotional stakes involved and the lengths to which each character will go to protect or pursue their desires. Brooke's protective instincts and Daphne's relentless ambition collide, creating a volatile mix that promises to escalate in the coming episodes. This tangled web of relationships and rivalries in the bold and the beautiful showcases the intricate dynamics that keep the show compelling. From Sheila's dramatic retaliation to the emotional tug-of-war between Will, Luna, and Electra, and the fierce battle for Carter's heart, each storyline is rich with tension and complexity. The characters' motivations and actions reveal deeper themes of power, love, and resilience, inviting viewers to reflect on the nature of human relationships and the consequences of choices made in the heat of passion. Next, we're diving into the intricate emotional labyrinth unfolding at Forrester Creations, where love, betrayal, and ambition collide in a whirlwind of passion and tension. The latest episodes reveal a complex interplay of characters struggling with their desires and loyalties, and we'll explore every twist and turn in vivid detail. Let's unravel the drama piece by piece, starting from the most intimate moments and working our way through the tangled relationships. In a scene charged with vulnerability and unspoken tension, Luna makes a bold and provocative move in her pursuit of Will Spencer. Emerging from behind the racks of elegant gowns, she stands before him in nothing but her underwear, a daring gesture that speaks volumes about her determination and confidence. "So, what should I try on first?" she asks, her voice a mixture of playfulness and challenge. Will, however, remains resolute and uncomfortable, firmly telling her that she needs to leave. This moment encapsulates the power dynamics at play, Luna's relentless pursuit versus Will's steadfast resistance. Luna's willingness to push boundaries highlights her complex character, part seductress, part strategist, and entirely unyielding. This encounter sets the stage for a psychological battle where desire, control, and emotional vulnerability intertwine, promising a storyline rich with tension and unexpected developments. Before this provocative confrontation, Luna and Will's relationship has been marked by a series of subtle power plays and emotional undercurrents. Luna, perceptive and intuitive, claims to read people well, understanding the nuances of Will's guarded demeanor. She admits to overhearing a private conversation between Will and his girlfriend, Electra, which adds layers of complexity to her motivations. Will, far from surprised by her eavesdropping, remains cautious and measured, indicating his awareness of Luna's intentions. Luna offers to help him with his frustrations, a veiled reference to his emotional turmoil and romantic entanglements. Will's response, that he will wait until Electra is ready, reveals his commitment and desire to respect boundaries, even as Luna's presence threatens to disrupt the fragile balance. This dynamic explores themes of loyalty, temptation, and the struggle between personal desire and moral responsibility. Meanwhile, Juan, a character with her own troubled past, attempts to forge a connection with Will by sharing her experiences with a selfish and neglectful parent, Bill. Her empathetic approach suggests a desire to find common ground and perhaps offer support or understanding. However, Will's curt dismissal, "You don't know anything about me," underscores his guarded nature and reluctance to open up. This interaction adds another layer to the emotional landscape, highlighting how past traumas and family dynamics influence present relationships. Juan's attempt to bridge the gap between them hints at potential alliances or conflicts that could further complicate the narrative. Shifting focus to the Forrester design office, Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes engage in a subtle yet pointed exchange that reveals underlying tensions and unspoken concerns. Brooke, dressed and composed, contrasts sharply with Taylor's teasing remark about her usual habit of roaming the halls in lingerie searching for Ridge. This playful jab masks deeper anxieties about Brooke's emotional state and her relationship with Ridge. Brooke counters with a sharp retort, questioning Taylor's own professional boundaries and suggesting that Taylor's watchful eye might border on paranoia. Taylor's advice to Brooke, to move on from Ridge and avoid distractions, reflects her pragmatic approach and concern for Brooke's well-being. She reminds Brooke that Ridge and Eric are focused on the upcoming couture line for the fashion show, implying that Brooke's emotional turmoil could jeopardize professional efforts. Brooke's insistence that Ridge is the only man in her life and their inevitable reunion reveals her deep emotional attachment and hope for reconciliation. This dialogue encapsulates the complex interplay of friendship, rivalry, and emotional dependency that defines their relationship. In a parallel moment, Daphne Rose and Taylor share a private conversation that sheds light on Daphne's ambitions and perceptions. Daphne observes Brooke waiting for Ridge in lingerie, a detail that fuels her judgmental view of Brooke's morals. She openly hopes to convince Carter Walton to move on from Hope Logan, revealing her strategic mindset and willingness to manipulate emotions to achieve her goals. Taylor's comment, "hopefully to you," carries a subtle but loaded implication, suggesting both support and skepticism. Daphne's vivid imagination transports her to a romantic fantasy of visiting Paris with Carter by her side, highlighting her deep desire and the lengths she's willing to go to secure his affection. Her decision to check on Carter and declare her intention to become the next woman in his life underscores her determination and confidence. This scene offers a fascinating glimpse into Daphne's psyche, blending ambition, desire, and a hint of vulnerability beneath her assertive exterior. At the heart of the unfolding drama, Carter and Brooke share a poignant moment of reflection on their recent hardships. Both have experienced profound losses in love, and their conversation reveals a shared sense of pain and longing. Carter's vow not to give up on hope, overheard by Daphne, sets the stage for the emotional conflicts to come. In the office, Carter seeks Brooke's counsel, asking if he stands a chance of rekindling his relationship with Hope. Brooke candidly reviews Carter's mistakes, including his kiss with Daphne, highlighting the complicated web of trust and betrayal. Carter admits to feeling a mysterious pull toward Daphne, despite his commitment to Hope, revealing the internal conflict tearing him apart. He expresses a desire to remind Hope of his enduring love, a testament to his hope and desperation. Brooke, however, voices her distrust of Daphne, though she hesitates to advocate for Carter with Hope due to their own complicated history. Her complaints about Ridge's detachment and Steffi's coldness paint a picture of isolation and emotional fatigue within the Forrester family. Brooke's sense of loneliness and alienation adds depth to her character, illustrating the emotional toll of the ongoing drama. The tension escalates when Daphne unexpectedly interrupts a private moment between Carter and Brooke. She enters with a teasing remark, "Oh, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting?" Brooke, uncomfortable with Daphne's presence and scent, quickly excuses herself. Daphne's playful provocation continues as she jokes about her disappointment in finding Carter with Brooke instead of in a more intimate situation. She offers to help him out of his shirt and invites him to assist with hers, a bold move that blurs the lines between flirtation and manipulation. Carter's nervous shuffling reveals his inner turmoil and confusion. Daphne's insistence that Carter needs to look toward his future and forget about Hope encapsulates her role as both tempter and challenger. This scene is a masterclass in tension and subtext, highlighting the complex emotional stakes and the precarious balance between desire and loyalty. Taken together, these intertwined storylines paint a rich and multifaceted portrait of love, ambition, and conflict at Forrester Creations. Each character's actions and motivations reveal deeper themes of trust, betrayal, resilience, and the quest for happiness amidst chaos. The Bold and the Beautiful continues to captivate audiences with its intricate character dynamics and emotionally charged narratives, promising more surprises and dramatic twists in the episodes to come. Stay tuned as we continue to explore every facet of this compelling saga, bringing you the latest insights and spoilers from the world of B&B. Next, we're peeling back the layers of one of the most controversial and long-standing storylines in the Bold and the Beautiful universe, Taylor Hayes' relentless pursuit of Ridge Forrester. What initially seemed like a complicated love triangle has now taken on a darker, more unsettling dimension. Recent spoilers and fan reactions suggest that Taylor's behavior crosses the line into obsession, even stalking, raising questions about her mental state and the dynamics between these iconic characters. Let's dive deep into this tangled saga, explore the implications, and analyze what this means for the future of the show. To begin with, it's crucial to understand the extent of Taylor's fixation on Ridge. For years, she has been portrayed as the devoted, sometimes tragic, love interest, but new insights reveal a pattern of behavior that borders on stalking. Taylor's presence has been a constant shadow over Ridge's life, appearing at moments when he was with Brooke or others, often uninvited and persistent. This obsessive pursuit isn't just about love or heartbreak, it's a calculated, almost predatory desire to claim Ridge exclusively. The fact that she has maintained this fixation even when Ridge was clearly committed to someone else paints a picture of a woman who is unhinged, driven by an all-consuming need rather than genuine affection. This revelation reframes many past storylines, casting Taylor's actions in a more disturbing light and challenging viewers to reconsider their sympathies. The fan community has been vocal about this interpretation, sparking heated debates across social media and forums. Many viewers express disbelief that this aspect of Taylor's character hasn't been more openly discussed or addressed within the show's narrative. Comments like, "Why is this not more of a discussion?" Or has it been? "She is clearly obsessed with Ridge and has been for decades," highlight a growing awareness and concern about the portrayal of Taylor. Some fans argue that the broken heart syndrome storyline, which was used to explain her erratic behavior, is insufficient and perhaps a convenient excuse to gloss over deeper psychological issues. This discourse reflects a broader conversation about how soap operas handle complex mental health topics and the responsibility of writers to portray characters with nuance and sensitivity. On the other side of the love triangle, Brooke Logan's role is also under scrutiny. Fans have not been kind to her either, with some labeling her as equally pathetic for continuing to plead for Ridge's affection despite his relationship with Taylor. This criticism points to a perception that both women are trapped in a toxic cycle of dependency and rivalry, each unwilling or unable to move on. The dynamic between Brooke and Taylor is often described as gross by viewers who are tired of the repetitive drama and emotional manipulation. This sentiment underscores a desire among the audience for fresh storylines and character development that break free from the decades-old love triangle that has dominated the show for so long. Indeed, many fans are calling for a significant shakeup in the narrative. Comments like, "Enough already, who cares about Taylor, Ridge, or Brooke, this decades-old storyline is boring enough," express frustration with the stagnation of the plot. There is a clear appetite for new characters, new romances, and new conflicts that can inject vitality into the series. Some even jokingly suggest dramatic exits for the trio, such as an earthquake storyline that would remove them from the canvas entirely. While hyperbolic, these remarks reflect a genuine yearning for innovation and evolution in the show's storytelling approach. The challenge for the writers is to honor the legacy of these beloved characters while also pushing the narrative forward in exciting and meaningful ways. Adding another layer to the discussion is the perception of Taylor as a perpetual third wheel who has consistently interfered in Ridge and Brooke's relationship from the very beginning. This viewpoint questions the logic behind Ridge's current behavior, particularly his apparent willingness to abandon Brooke for Taylor. Fans speculate that if Ridge and Brooke had remarried after the manipulations by Thomas, Ridge might not have so easily walked away. This analysis suggests that the characters' decisions are sometimes driven more by plot convenience than by believable emotional development. It also highlights the complexity of the characters' intertwined histories and the difficulty of resolving such a deeply entrenched love triangle in a satisfying way. In conclusion, the evolving narrative around Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester is more than just a soap opera love story, it's a study in obsession, loyalty, and the consequences of unresolved emotional trauma. The fan reactions and critical commentary reveal a community deeply engaged with the characters but also eager for growth and change. As The Bold and the Beautiful continues to unfold, it will be fascinating to see how the writers address these concerns and whether they can transform this long-running saga into something fresh and compelling. Stay tuned to BMB Spoilers channel for all the latest updates, in-depth analyses, and insider insights into this captivating drama.